So I just want to start off with a disclaimer by saying that this is all from like a viewer's perspective. This is what I see like being wrong with the show from watching seasons 1 up to season 3. And like I'm just pointing out stuff that I've noticed and stuff that doesn't really like add up, if that makes sense. So yeah, and also I might include some clips from season 2 as well, because I feel like they link in with each other because the problems are like reoccurring. But yeah, that's about it. Let's just get started into the actual video now. So the first problem that I want to talk about is how looks and popularity are like favored more than actual talent in these types of survival shows. And I think it's like a really big problem because like no one's really saying much about it. Like obviously like the Western fan base is, but like the Korean fan base, I think that they prefer looks rather than talent. And it's quite annoying because there's some trainees that are like doing really well, and I'm not trying to say like Eugene, like as I just showed, isn't talented at all, because obviously he's a great actor, but it's just very annoying how he was ranked higher than other trainees that did really well and they were much better than him. And I think that the Koreans like look more at popularity rather than talent. This is also shown during Move, like the concept evaluation. It was, I think, first and second place. First was You Got It and second was Move. I think that Move was robbed, basically. Like I think that they did really well, but like their efforts weren't like shown through. And I think the main reason why Move was second and You Got It was first was because You Got It had more popular members and like their visuals were more striking, should I say. And I feel like the Korean public really adored the You Got It team based off their visuals and like their popularity, because obviously they had a lot of like high ranking trainees in that team. But the Move team did really well despite like having injured trainees in the group and stuff like that. So I just basically feel like looks and popularity are favored more than talent in this show. So the next topic that I want to like touch on is like how so many people are getting injured, and like I know a few people were injured in season 2 of Produce 101, but like in this season like so many people are getting injured. Like Byung-chan got injured, like he hurt his like leg and like he had to like leave the show because it wasn't healing. And like majority of the Move team were injured and they still had to like train and perform while they were injured. Oh my gosh, sorry about that. They still had to like train and perform like while they were injured. Dongpyo's eye got injured, and you know that's like really dangerous. Like he could have went blind, and I know that happened in season 2 as well with the Junyoung. But like if it's like a recurring problem, this also links in with like the facilities. I feel like there's probably like too many trainees compacted into one place, because with like Dongpyo's eyes, I'm just assuming like perhaps someone, like they were doing a exercise and someone like must have like lifted up their leg and like it hit his eye. And if that's the case, then that's a problem, and they need to like separate the trainees into like smaller groups, because obviously if more people are getting injured, then more people will have to leave the show, and obviously that's not a good thing for the show producers and also the viewers. So that's like a really big problem. Here is one of the big problems that I feel like everyone can relate to, and this is the amount of wasted talent that there is in Produce 101. Like, I just can't believe it. Some of the most talented trainees are kicked off the shows. They're eliminated through the voting, and I just feel like they don't really get a chance to like express their true talent, and it's really frustrating to watch because obviously there's trainees like Big Jin. He is so talented. He got eliminated. He just really, he's an amazing dancer, and like he got along well with the other trainees, and like I feel like he would have been like a great addition to like the final lineup, but obviously unfortunately he got kicked off early. And by the way, have you guys seen his Move cover? Like it was amazing. Like he would have been perfect for that song, but he didn't get to showcase that to the viewers, which is really unfortunate, as I said, because I feel like if he were to perform that stage, he would have gained a lot more popularity, which would help him to make the final lineup. Another big topic that I want to touch on is about how the foreign trainees get treated differently than the regular Korean trainees. And this also happened in season 2 of Produce 101, where, if you guys don't know, I'll kind of explain it to you. When Samuel was obviously doing really, really well in the show, he was ranking very high. He was like one of the trainees that I knew for definite, like I knew it was certain that he would make the final 11 lineup. But before the final evaluation, he got eliminated, and just suspiciously, that was the period of time when people found out that he was mixed with, I think it was Mexican. I don't know, it was definitely Hispanic, but he was mixed with some Hispanic in him, basically. And then his ranking just basically plummeted down, and it was so shocking and heartbreaking to watch because, like, obviously being a viewer, you see the amount of effort he's put in and the amount of talent that he has, and it's just basically gone to waste. So that was in season 2 though, but in Produce X 101 now, Peak was like one of the trainees that had pure potential. He was talented in rap despite training for a short period of time, but sadly he got eliminated quite early in the show. He was from Thailand, by the way. I feel like obviously I'm not gonna like say for 100% definite that his ethnicity was the reason why he got kicked off, but it seemed like that played a big factor because there was no other reason why he were supposed to like get eliminated, because he did really well throughout all the evaluations and he had a lot of potential, was really talented, and that's a problem that he got eliminated. And his ranking was also quite low to begin with, which was really unexpected, but yeah. And also, I don't know how to pronounce this, but ZU, he's from Honey Entertainment. He came in with Tony. His ranking started off low, even though he was obviously training for a shorter period of time than the other trainees. I think it was about 6 months he was training for. So his ranking was quite low, and I feel like since the Korean public wasn't able to like communicate with him more fluently, because obviously he's Chinese, it was a big problem and it caused his ranking to go down. As I said in my previous point, because the people that watch the show, they want to be able to like interact with the trainees, like whether it be through writing notes to them and stuff like that, or like at least knowing that they'll be able to see what they commented like when they watch the show and stuff like that. And I feel like that's a huge problem in all of the produced series, that the foreign trainees don't receive as much attention as the Korean trainees. Thank you guys so much for making it to this far into the video. I really hope you enjoyed it. There's a lot more that I wanted to say, but I felt like this video was getting a bit too long, so let me know if you guys want a part 2. And also, if you think that there's anything else wrong with the series that I didn't mention, feel free to comment it down below, because I would really like to see your opinions about the show as well. And please subscribe and like this video, because I have way more videos to post, not only about Produce X101, but other shows and other groups as well. So make sure you stay tuned.